Greetings, courageous couriers! This is Caedo Genesis, and welcome to the vanilla guide of the unique melee and unarmed weapons of the Mojave Wasteland. Along with giving you the locations by main story progression, with the help of the Fallout Wiki I will be giving you the basic stats for each. If they stand out, I will also be mentioning these weapons' special VATS moves. Alright, let us begin. Our list begins with the Chopper, a rusted-looking variant of the Cleaver. If you take the road east from Nipton, this can be found sitting atop a stove inside the ranch house. Despite its rusted and abused look, the Chopper is a cleaver that's doubled up on just about everything, including damage, critical chance, and critical damage, while maintaining AP cost and bonus limb damage. The second weapon we are looking at is Knock Knock, which is a more powerful fireman's axe. It's in Camp Searchlight's fire station in the bathroom stalls. The fire station requires a key that is on a man named Logan, who you can find under the church on the west side of town. This is the closest you will get to having a battle axe in the vanilla game. Though its durability has dropped by nearly half, the damage was raised from a standard 55 to 66, and its cost for VATS has also been reduced. Like other two-handed melee weapons, at a skill of 50 you unlock the Mauler attack for VATS, which has a chance of knocking your enemies down before you bury the hatchet, so to speak. The first unarmed weapon in our journey is the Recompense of the Fallen, a unique dog tag fist found in Cottonwood Cove. It's in the office of Aurelius of Phoenix, who is the commander of sorts for that area. Though they don't look practical at all, compared to the dog tag fist, just about all of the stats have been raised by 25%, except for the critical chance and AP cost. These are great for delivering a swift beating, and if you like where this is headed, just wait. Another weapon in possession of the Legion is the Liberator, a specialized machete that's seen plenty of battle. This machete can be found in Nelson on a decanist by the name of Dead Sea, who is in one of the barracks. The Liberator greatly surpasses your standard machete, with extra added to the limb damage bonus, and a large critical chance multiplier by 3. A worthy choice if the name of the game is to maim. A little further north, the second unarmed weapon we find is the Paladin Toaster. It is a unique zap glove found in Blackrock Cave, on someone who was perhaps looking for the Brotherhood of Steel, and instead found Nightkin, or they just weren't properly equipped. Like the Zap Glove, the Paladin Toaster carries bonus damage of 50 to robots and 20 to power armor, but being one of a kind, the base damage has been increased from 35 to 41, appropriately named as it is likely a nightmare for Brotherhood Paladins and robots alike. If you decide to start the game and brave the path northward, you will be near the location of Chance's knife. Just south of the tribal village, up a hill, you will find the gravesite of Chance. Being this is underground, you will need a shovel to dig it out. From the combat knife to Chance's knife, the damage has gone from 15 to 22. Seeing as this is a damage per second weapon, the base DPS has gone from 48.5 to 91.4. Great for use on its own as well as when you run out of bullets. As if that ever happens. Love and Hate is the next unique unarmed weapon in our venture. A happy medium between brass and spiked knuckles. These are equipped to a Jackal gang leader in Bonnie Springs. Be cautious because this leader carries plasma grenades. Love and Hate will make your fists quite deadly, especially in VATS for its same low AP cost as Spiked Knuckles. The damage has gone up from the Spiked Knuckles from 25 to 30, and with the Stomp, Uppercut, and Cross moves that you will have at an unarmed skill 75, on top of melee perks, it will become easy to vigorously rearrange faces. The next somewhat unusual adapted weapon is Nephi's Golf Driver. The name itself gives away who has it initially. Driver Nephi is in the southern end of Fiend territory, and just north of the Samson rock crushing plant. From the 9-iron, the damage has been nearly doubled, with a slight bonus to critical chance, and also like the 9-iron, Nephi's Golf Driver comes with the 4 special move, at a melee skill of 50, which has a guaranteed chance to knock down, unless the enemy is immune or resistant to it. Speaking of unusual melee weapons, the Humble Cudgel falls into that category as well. It can be found in the sealed off part of the central sewers. You can find the entrance to the central sewers right in front of Camp McCarran. And the key to the sealed off part can be found on Blind Luke, who met his unfortunate demise in the central sewers. This one-of-a-kind lead pipe has had an ever so slight increase to its damage from 22 to 26, its critical damage following suit. And unless you were using the Lights Out special move, which is a bludgeoneer's best friend by the way, the AP cost has dropped from 24 to 21. Having trouble choosing between melee and unarmed? Why not both with the Cram Opener? This is in the inventory of Little Buster, who is in Camp McCarran before you take care of the Fiend leaders. After that you will find him dead in Northern Freeside, at the end of the train tracks. Though this swings more like a melee weapon, it still works off of the unarmed skill. Its base damage has been brought up from 25 to 28, and its critical damage from 40 to 44. Not only does it do well opening Cram, but opening bodies as well. Are any of you couriers looking for a close shave? You'd do well to have Figaro. Figaro can be found in the headquarters of the Kings. It is on a stylist that goes by the name of Sergio. His room is just to the right of the stage. Figaro proves far more impressive than a run-of-the-mill straight razor, with its critical chance multiplier alone of 4, and the damage has gone up to 8 from 5. The golden boxing gloves are the next unique unarmed weapon, if you'd like to knock your enemies out repeatedly instead of outright killing them. These unique boxing gloves are in the Lucky 38 Casino, in a shelf upstairs behind the bar. Compared to the boxing gloves and boxing tape, these gloves will do 50 fatigue damage instead of 35 or 20, and if the enemy resists it, these will do 15 damage instead. Not quite useful for straightforward combat, but it may be satisfying and entertaining to continuously knock your enemy to the ground. We end our search of the unique vanilla unarmed weapons with one of my personal favorites, Pushy. Northwest of Outer Vegas and towards Jacobstown is Ruby Hill Mine. You will find this unique displacer glove there. Compared to all of the other vanilla Power Fist type weapons, Pushy has the highest damage per second of 88.4, just above the Ballistic Fist, which has 87.3, not to discount this one's base damage of 60. Upon impact, Pushy and other displacer gloves have the Gauss Rifle visual effect. The knockback effect also carries over, letting you break distance records with what's left of your foe. The last of the quote-unquote official melee weapons is a super sledge called Oh Baby. It's found inside Charleston Cave, north of Jacobstown. Look for dead bighorners. Oh Baby is a skull crusher to say the least, used by many for its base damage of 80 over 70 from the regular one, and its lower AP cost of 35 for VATS. At 50 skill, like any other similar two-hander, you can also gain the Mauler VATS move, which has a chance to knock down. If your plan is to crush your enemies into a gooey mess, Oh Baby is a must. Now for the quote-unquote unofficial melee weapon, the Blade of the East. If you fight against the Legion on Hoover Dam, you will have an extremely small window in which to use it. But if you side with the Legion, apparently you can steal it from Legate Lanius when you go to his camp for a related quest. The Blade of the East is his only unique melee weapon that has a damage over time of 2 per second for 10 seconds. It also seems to have a natural knockdown chance. You'll need a tougher enemy to test this out on. See about bringing a Viking helmet to match. And that is all of the unique melee and unarmed weapons of the vanilla game. I hope your collections are more complete, and thanks for watching. If you like this guide and want some more, feel free to subscribe. And remember to comment, because I really do love hearing from you guys. This is Caedo Genesis, and may you remain vigilant on the roads you walk.